I just want to begin by saying that this is a very special day because it's Victory Day, World War II, May 8th. And just by happenstance, we have the Prime Minister on the phone, and we were great allies in that. And it's very unusual that the trade deal comes due, and we signed it up on the same day that we had a great victory, the greatest victory of them all. So we are talking more and more about Victory Day, because we were a big part of it, and so was the UK, and it's just, I guess, I don't know what you call it, it's just incredible that that day is the same day that we signed a tremendous trade deal for both countries. So I'm going to begin by just adding that we just concluded the rare earth deal with Ukraine. That's been fully ratified and approved by their legislative branches, and so we appreciate that, and I'll be speaking with the president in a little while, a little bit later, and we appreciate that. But the deal is all now signed up and ratified, and we have access to a massive amount of very, very high quality rare earth.
And so I looked into this because I was curious, and I was hearing a lot about it, and I knew something wasn't right. So I asked Grok, did President Trump eliminate Veterans Day? Grok's response is pretty clear. No. President Trump did not eliminate Veterans Day. Veterans Day remains a federal holiday in the United States, observed annually on November 11th to honor military veterans. There's no evidence or official action indicating that Trump or any administration has taken steps to eliminate this holiday. Claims suggesting otherwise appear to stem from misinformation or misinterpretations, as seen in discussions on platforms like X, where users have clarified that such claims are baseless. What such claims? Grok, can you share any posts from X that would indicate such misinformation? Below are some posts found on X that reflect misinformation or discussions related to claims about President Trump eliminating Veterans Day. A post from Upton 1144. What's so radical? Okay. About wanting living wages, affordable health care and housing, nutritious food, clean air and water, and a life free of discrimination for all. Hashtag Dems United. Hashtag Kamala wins. Hashtag batshit crazy. But, or at least at Vote Vets. But what about this? Question mark. Yesterday, Trump proposed ending Veterans Day as a national holiday. First, he wanted to ignore living vets who sacrificed in wars after World War II. And now he says we have too many holidays. So he wants the country to stay open. November 11th, no day off to honor veterans.
All Americans should take pride in what these incredible patriots have achieved. So I just want to say happy Victory Day to all. So we are celebrating every year now. I can guarantee for 4 years, but I think after that we're going to have 2 Victory Days, World War I and World War II. This is World War II Victory Day. In the future, we're going to have a major celebration of each day. We're not going to have days off because we don't have enough days in the year. We have too many celebrations already. But
analysis here says this post inaccurately claims Trump proposed ending Veterans Day as a national holiday. In reality, Trump suggested renaming Veterans Day to Victory Day for World War I in a Truth Social post, but the White House clarified that Veterans Day would not be renamed or eliminated.
Yesterday, President Trump demonstrated the art of the deal and secured a historic trade agreement, despite all of the naysayers who said no deals were coming. That, of course, turned out to be untrue. On the 80th anniversary of Victory Day for World War II, President Trump announced a great deal that provides American companies unprecedented access to the UK markets while bolstering U.S. national security. This trade deal will massively expand U.S. market access in the United Kingdom, creating a $5 billion opportunity for new exports for U.S. farmers, ranchers, and producers. This includes more than $700 billion in ethanol exports and $250 million in other agricultural products like good old American beef. The deal commits the United States and United Kingdom to work together to enhance industrial and agricultural market access and strengthens American competitiveness. Importantly, the deal also ensures streamlined customs procedures for U.S. exports. The UK will also be purchasing $10 billion of American-made Boeing planes as part of the deal.
Only supplemented with a proclamation, this post contributes to misinformation by exaggerating and misrepresenting Trump's proposal.
A trade agreement like this between the United States and the United Kingdom was being worked on for many years, but continued to prove elusive. But because of President Trump's bold negotiating approach, he got it done. All of this happened because of President Trump's implementation of powerful tariffs to end the era of economic surrender and rebalance America's trading agreements. American workers and companies are the best in the world, and they finally have a president who has their backs, fights for them, and delivers good deals that puts them first.
The Patriots Prayer Network. It looks like they're posting on Rumble. I don't know why anybody would do that. Says here at Piyush Mittal, this is May 3rd, not only is the comment that he called veterans suckers and losers been completely debunked.
He talks about military service members as being uncourageous, as being cowards, suckers, and losers.
Even by people who have hated him and wrote books about hating him, who were present, that said he didn't say it, but he is not getting rid of Veterans Day. In fact, he's floating the idea, ... And the analysis here says that this post defends Trump correctly, noting that he is not getting rid of Veterans Day and referencing his idea to commemorate World War victories. It counters misinformation about eliminating the holiday, but also addresses unrelated claims about Trump's alleged suckers and losers comment, which adds complexity to the discussion. The post aligns with clarifications that Trump's proposal was about renaming, not eliminating the holiday, but it seems like folks on the left just have a hard time grasping reality. For instance, Anna Navarro.
But why can't Joe Biden understand that? That it was immigration, the economy. Why? I mean, I thought that was I thought that was one of the most striking things was his unwillingness to even acknowledge that maybe some of the issues had to do with it too.
Knowing what you know now, do you think you would have beat him?
Yeah, he still got 7 million fewer votes.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people didn't show up. Mm-hmm. Number one. Number two, they're very close in those toss-up states. It was it wasn't a slam dunk, and so look. Every time I've been on the show, which I've been fortunate to be on more than once. Thanks for having me. Is that we talk? You guys don't focus on as much, and I think it's good on polling numbers. But let me put it this way:
Americans are noticing. The polls this week show Trump has the lowest 100-day approval rating since they started polling 80 years ago. The lowest. Even worse. 72% of Americans think it's likely that Trump's handling of the economy will walk us directly into a recession. People who hate what Trump is proposing. Yes.
There's a poll out today that has your approval rating lower than any other congressional leader at 17%. Are you concerned that you may be a liability for your party?
Polls come and go. Our party is united. We're on our front foot. We're stepping forward and going after Trump and having real success.
He's had the worst 100 days any president's ever had.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I would not say honesty's been a strong point.
No, if you watch the entire interview, he did acknowledge it, and he took responsibility. He said, look, I was in charge. So yeah, the buck stops with me. It is my responsibility. I think part of what happened between Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and this entire election is that there's a lot of affection and loyalty between the two. There was a lot of gossip for 4 years that they didn't like each other, that he was undercutting her, that she was unhappy. I think she couldn't distance herself from him out of loyalty. And I think today what you heard from him was a lot of deference and affection towards his vice president, a role that he played.
But let me ask you a question, though. He said he wasn't surprised that she lost, but that he would have won the race.
And it was like 2016 all over again. Yeah. So why do you think the vice president lost, and were you surprised?
I wasn't surprised, not because I didn't think the vice president was the most qualified person to be president. She is. She's qualified to be president of the United States of America. Right. But I was surprised. I wasn't surprised because they went the route of the sexist route, the whole route. I mean, this is a woman. She's this. She's that. I mean, it really. I've never seen quite as successful and a consistent campaign undercutting the notion that a woman couldn't lead the country, and a woman of mixed race.
That's like saying, well, I was a boat anchor on my vice president, so she drowned in this election. But the anchor itself would have floated. That's that is crazy talk for him to say that.
He did not say that he would have won the race.
He literally said,
he's like,
I wasn't surprised, but I would have won. The idea that he believes to this day. Here's one more issue.
I mean, he not only said that, but he has said it repeatedly. That he believes that he would have won.
He's crap.
What a dumb bitch. Post from Kinder Lady, catch. Just keep it real. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say she's not. But either way, at Bob Lonsberry, father of 9, Army vet, marathon runner, NRA, believer in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, radio talk show host at Wham, WHAMYS, or WSYR, WGY, and WAIO. Trump's statement caused confusion, but official clarifications confirmed that Veterans Day is not being canceled. Instead, Trump proposed additional commemorations for World War I and II victories, though any formal change to federal holidays would require congressional approval. And the analysis here goes on to say that this post accurately clarifies that Veterans Day is not being canceled and contextualizes Trump's proposal as adding commemorations, not eliminating the holiday. It counters misinformation by emphasizing the need for congressional approval, aligning with reports that only Congress can change federal holidays. And as far as the context and sentiment goes, these posts reflect a mix of misinformation and attempts to correct it. The first post spreads a false narrative by claiming Trump wants to end Veterans Day, likely stemming from misinterpretations of his Truth Social post about renaming it. Odds are probably not. They probably clearly understood what he was saying, and they just wanted to stir shit up by lying. Next, here it says that the other two posts pushed back against this misinformation, clarifying that Trump's proposal was about renaming or adding commemorations, not eliminating the holiday. The sentiment on X shows confusion and polarizing reactions, with some users amplifying false claims and others seeking to correct them based on official statements. However, X posts alone are inconclusive and should be cross-referenced with reliable sources, as they can contain unverified claims. Note, always verify X posts against primary sources, as they may reflect opinions or inaccuracies. The White House and congressional authority confirmed Veterans Day remains intact, and Trump's proposal was symbolic, not legally binding. If you need further analysis or specific posts, just let me know.